I hate when people sit around blaming the world for their problems, as if the universe is out to get them, as if life is unfair just to them. No, the world didn't screw you over. You screwed up. You sat back, you got comfortable, you let things slide. And now you're drowning in the consequences of your own inaction. The world isn't the problem. You are. Because once you change yourself, everything around you changes. The people you attract, the opportunities you see, the way people treat you. It all shifts the moment you decide to take responsibility for your own life. You don't like your situation. Change your actions. You don't like how people treat you. Change the way you carry yourself. You don't like the results you're getting. Then stop doing the same weak shit, expecting a different outcome. Blaming external factors is a convenient escape. It's easier to fault the economy, society, or other people than to confront your own shortcomings. This mindset fosters a victim mentality, stripping you of agency and reinforcing a cycle of helplessness. This isn't a new concept. Ancient philosophers, modern thought leaders, and psychological studies all emphasize the importance of personal responsibility. Dostoevsky believed that true freedom comes from within, and that transformation is essential for a meaningful life. His works emphasize that only by taking control of oneself can a man shape his own fate. From a psychological standpoint, self-determination theory shows that individuals with autonomy, competence, and self-direction thrive. They don't blame their circumstances, they master them. The strength in taking responsibility for your life lies in the freedom it brings. When you embrace that mindset, you step into a place of power rather than submission. The energy you put out is the energy you get back. If you move like a victim, life will treat you like one. If you carry yourself with strength, the world will bend to that strength. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's the law of reality. Weakness invites exploitation. Strength demands respect. You either wake up and take control, or you stay asleep and let life bury you. Consider history's greatest conquerors. Men like Alexander the Great or Napoleon Bonaparte. They weren't born into power. They took it. They saw their circumstances and decided that the world wasn't going to dictate their fate. And they would. They didn't blame their upbringing or their setbacks. They transformed themselves first, and the world around them changed as a result. Personal transformation is a structured process. It starts with self-awareness, recognizing where you're failing, and ends with consistent action. Samuel Warwick, a man who lost 65 kilograms with the guidance of a personal trainer, didn't get there by blaming genetics or circumstance. He made a choice. He accepted his failures, committed to change, and acted on it every day until his reality shifted. This is the ultimate truth. No one is coming to save you. There is no miracle, no handout, no divine intervention that will fix your life for you. The only person responsible for your success is you. If you refuse to take action, if you refuse to make the necessary sacrifices, then you have already lost. The men who rise above mediocrity are the ones who refuse to wait. They take, they build, they dominate. The process of transformation doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort. You must develop the ability to brutally self-assess without making excuses. You must confront your weaknesses, dissect your failures, and accept your flaws with full awareness that only through change will you become stronger. The mind is a battlefield, and most men lose before they ever step into the fight. Ask yourself this: do you react to life, or do you dictate life? The men who operate from a position of power are the ones who create their own path, who impose their will on the world rather than letting the world impose itself on them. The average man walks through life waiting for motivation, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for permission. And by the time he realizes he should have moved, it's already too late. The successful man, he takes action whether he feels like it or not. He understands that discipline is more powerful than motivation. Motivation is a fleeting emotion. Discipline is an ingrained habit. The world rewards men who are disciplined enough to execute, regardless of how they feel. This principle applies to every aspect of your life. You want to be rich? Master your craft and outwork your competition. You want to be respected? Stop seeking validation and become someone worth respecting. You want better relationships? Become a man who commands loyalty and admiration. It's all in your hands. But most men are too weak to take responsibility for it. The modern world has created a generation of men who are fragile, soft, and addicted to comfort. Society has normalized weakness, convincing men that they are victims rather than conquerors. But history proves otherwise. Every great empire, every monumental achievement, every legendary figure was built from the mindset that life owes you nothing. Success is taken, not given. Power is earned, not inherited. And only the strongest, most relentless individuals claim what they want. So how do you break free from weakness? How do you forge yourself into an unbreakable force? You remove every excuse, every hesitation, every dependency on external validation. You hold yourself accountable for every failure, every setback, and every flaw. You look in the mirror and realize that the only person responsible for your life is staring right back at you. There are no shortcuts, no cheat codes. The process is painful, but pain is the ultimate teacher. Pain is what separates the weak from the strong. Pain is what forges warriors while the rest crumble under pressure. Learn to embrace pain. Learn to thrive in discomfort. Because the moment you do, the world bends to your will instead of the other way around. You can either accept responsibility for your life and carve out your own path, or you can sit back, complain, and let the world trample you. There is no middle ground. There is no compromise. The men who understand this rule the world. The ones who don't, they become footnotes in history. You can't sit around waiting for change to happen. You have to force it. Take accountability for everything in your life. The good, the bad, and everything in between. Excuses will always be there, but the men who succeed, the ones who shape their own destinies, are the ones who refuse to make them. So stop whining, stop pointing fingers, and start fixing the only thing you actually have control over: yourself. Because once you do, the world has no choice but to move aside and make room for you.